Good. You got all tights out front, Kenny there with him. Smith. Brown right behind him. I don't know, had a little technical difficulties there, Sanders. Sorry about that. So all ties, Smith, Kenny, Moyer, Brown. Looking strong. All ties takes the lead. Looks like, man, you got Becker also there with him. Good battle here. Around about 7th place spot. Like I was saying, tough place to pass here. Got Altai, Smith, Kenny. So far, let's see what we got. Let's see who you're rooting for out there. You're rooting for, gotta be rooting for Jamie, right? That man right there. No, you rooting for? Well, he's looking good. He's in 9th place spot. Got to mind his own business where he's at. Jacob Grant right behind him. Chris Smith right in front of him. To this battle. This is for 7th and 6th. Oh boy. They're going at it right now. Becker, Brown, Smith, all right there in the mix. Here comes Horn. But when you make a pass like that on a track like this, give up a little bit. Moved up to 8. Because it's such a momentum style track. I mean, you see Evan Kinney's already dropped back to 3rd. Started out front. Caleb Smith up to 2nd. Joshua out front. Moyer right behind him. Real easy to use up the tires here to track like this. Real easy. There you go, Sandra. Awesome. Meanwhile, up front, you can see right there how the change of hand goes with Moyer and Smith. Kenny, just like that, says, y'all just battle it out. I'm gone. Here comes Sherwood. He had an interesting race this past Monday. He got caught up in a little bit, got behind. Pit stop was a little bit off, but then he had some cautions fall his way. Got back up there. Got back on line with cautions, and then it worked out in his favor at the end and won. I was like, wow. Meanwhile, Altice is the man out front. He's loving it. Kenny now trying to run him down. Remember when I was talking about like aggressive drivers as opposed to conservative drivers? This track, you got to be kind of aggressive and conservative at the same time. If you're over aggressive, sure, you can get out there and wear the tires out. But if you're too conservative, you're just going to get left in the dust. It's just one of those tracks. It happens. Big battle here for second on back, though. Got Smith, Boyer, Sherwood. Sherwood's done cranked that thing up to third place. Kenny's trying to move in on the leader. So if you overdrive your tires, yes, you're going to get in trouble. If you overdrive the turns, you'll get in trouble because the momentum really plays a factor. But then again, if you're too soft, you're not going to gain any ground. You do. You got it. It's a fine line at this track between saving the tires and using the tires, because you've got to. It's a tough call, really. It is. You know, most tracks it's either you save the tires or you run hard. Here you kind of got to balance it out, because like I say, if you run too hard, you're going to tear them up. If you run too easy, well, you're going to lose too much ground and you're never going to gain it back. So you've got to be able to get that fine line. And if you're a conservative driver, a track like this really does not play well in your hands. More of an aggressive style place here. Tell you what I mean on that. You could get out front and get a big lead, let's say, I don't know, 4 or 5 second lead. And then the guy behind you might be just kind of conservative. Yeah, he's going to start gaining on you. But by the time he catches you or even gets near you, pit stops will happen. It'll be pit stop time. Well, guess what? Guy out there, man's ran hard. Now he's going to get 4 new tires, and the cycle repeats itself. So, unless the guy behind him is trying to keep half pace with you, yeah. I mean, I've seen that time and time again. Who is that? That Grant missed the pit road. Went sliding. Oh boy. Brown, Chris Smith on pit road. Wow. Just like that. Flip up. Pit stops. Stretcher's getting on pit road, ain't it? Before we're into this one. Altice coming on pit road. You're more or less going to get 4 tires of fuel. I'm going to say tires on tightening factor, but yeah. Well, I say that, and then Altice and Duff only take 2. Now that plays out. Now, track position here, when I say that, track position really, really can be king at a place like this. Altice and what I was talking about before is you see Kenny just with that pit strategy there. I mean, there's a what? It's going to be a 4-second gap. Now I don't know if those 2 tires are going to be enough But if Altice had a 4-second gap with 4 tires, woo, that's huge. That's huge. I don't know how well those 2 tires will hold up. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. We'll keep an eye on lap times here. So with 69 here tonight, they pitted at lap 23. They're going to have to make another pit stop before this one's over. It looks like they're opting to go a two-stop race. Altice, Kenny's there. Duff, Warrior, Brown. Looking at that gap. All right, let's look. I mean, Altice ran an 85 to 98, so wow. I mean, Kenny could be letting him tear up some of those tires too throughout the field. And one thing that green flag stops do, split the field up. Battle here for 6. You got Horn, Smith, Becker, Coleman. So I gotta ask Sandra, are you the wife, the girlfriend, sister, mom, neighbor of Jamie? I'm gonna say it's Jamie you're pulling for, right? I hope I'm right. Okay, you put the checks up. He's looking good. He's still in 7th. Hey, his pit stop back lap 24. Talk about the 2 leaders between those 2 tires and 4 tires. Running about even. Within about 800ths of each other. Altice there. The mom. Okay. Nice. Good to see you out here. Rooting for him. He's looking good. He's in a pack right now. He's in a mess. To where you got to be semi-patient. Don't want to get yourself in trouble. Rick. Him right there in front. Becker. Riding with him. Or he got a little rubbing paint on the side. Oh, that's close quarter. Man. Oh, they getting into it. Oh boy. Hold on to it. Woo! Chris Smith right here with him. Jamie. Duff. Oh, they settled that out. Bad. Not bad. Smith right there in front. Him and Becker's going to battle. That's a pretty good battle on the track. Now you're starting to see Kenny make up ground on Altice with those tires. He ran a 29.91 to a 30.12. I'm watching those lap times up front. So now you're starting to see those 4 tires pay dividends. Caleb Smith right there. Good battle here. That's between Becker and Smith. That's 5th and 6th. Well, Ghost Man has dropped off a little bit. One of these tracks were, Trailer. Back here in the back with Prince and Henning. Jacob Grant, remember he slipped up going into pit road earlier. Bob Sherwood, bad pit stop himself. Wow, going to have to dig himself out of a hole again. Shane Calhoun, unfortunately, him and I think it was Haley, they're going to have to get that car back out front. Look who this man is, 4-second lead. And he's doing better with the 2 tires than I thought. I mean, that might be the play. It might be. I mean, Altice maintains that lead like he's got. That is definitely the winning move. Why not? Past halfway in this one. And Brown, Becker, they decided to do a little battle right there. Right behind him, Caleb Smith. Evan Coleman. Got the Cinnamon Toast Crunch machine. Gotta love it. Jamie Horn right there. Ghost on him. Everybody just kind of split up just a little bit. This man right here, dominating. It's a good one. What's the word we want to use? Domination. All ties. Kenny. Moyer, Brown, Becker, Smith, Coleman, Horn, Ghost, Smith, top 10. That's the distance between the leaders. 4.5 seconds. Moyer back there in the Hoosier Mobile. In third, Nathan Brown. What's he got on his car this week? He's always got something weird. Hughes something, Raquetball. Where blue balls are fun. Okay? Grief. That man, fun. Got some wild stuff on his car all the time. All the time. Kenny's still there in second. Altice leading the way. Or you're up in third. Gotta see it kind of spread out right now. Gotta see little clusters here. Falling back to ninth a little bit. It can happen. There's Becker and Brown. Becker's moving up on the back end of him. Let's see if he's going to make that pass. What you kind of see. Ball passes like this. If he's going to be able to get around him. Does. Becker on Brown. Caleb Smith right here too. He got Coleman with the crunch machine. Boy. Evan. Looking like he's going to swing it down on the inside. Got 25 to go in this one. Well, look, 25 to go. Joshua Altice right now has got a 4.4 second lead out front. And is maintaining. Step away real quick. Commercial break. Be right back here in a few.
Talented sophomore.
All right, it's all Altice out here with 19 to go. We'll see, man, how this one plays out. $18 to go in this one. Altice got a huge lead. My thing is, he should be able to go all the way. Got a 9-second lead, and that two-tire stop, I didn't think it would be the play, but it has worked. Caleb Smith. Also, I guess if this track gets so tight that the two tires loosen up the car some, it definitely helps him. Got Evan Coleman right there with him. Nathan Brown, Becker. Ghost has moved up to 7th. Moyer there in 8th. Grant, 9th. Jamie Horn, he's up in 10th. Chris Smith right there with him. Got a few cluster cars here. Horn. Tried it. Oh, Grant, the wall though. Woo, Grant. Hold on to it. Bronco Bull. Bronco Bull. This man, though, has extended that lead. I mean, he could give up just a little bit. What we got, 19 to go? 15 to go. Ow. Getting strong here tonight. Evan Kinney just can't catch him. So I'm going to say, didn't know that those two tires would work. Look at old Evan Coleman. He wants to get that Cinnamon Toast Machine in the top 3. He's right there with Caleb Smith. Good looking car, by the way. That thing. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's some good cereal. He's going to battle with Smith. That's a battle for 3rd. Is he going to have enough time? He's going to be able to get it. That's going to be the question. Smith is trying to hang on. Altice, Kenny, Smith, Coleman. Brown, top 5. And you know, they're not far behind Kenny. They actually have enough time to run him down. Altice, Smith, Kenny, Coleman. Well, look at that. Coleman right there on his back bumper. He's feeding him the crunch. So far, so good. What are we going to see tonight? Caleb Smith, hold him off. Got to hold him off for about another 11 laps. Seems like a lot. I don't know. Altice still leading this one. Huge margin. Kenny's right there. Now, Kenny would like to see Coleman and Smith battle a little bit between the two. You got Caleb Smith, Evan Coleman. See right there, he's able to make a little bit of gap between them. That's Caleb Smith right now. Smith is holding strong there in the third place spot. Coleman in fourth. Joshua Altice still out front. Kenny, Smith, Coleman, Becker, Brown. Ghost moved it up to 7th. Moyer's there in 8th. Horn, he's up to 9th. Chris Smith in 10th. Watching this battle here for 3rd. I think it's about to heat up before the end of this one. And we got 8 to go. This is what I'm talking about. What do you do? There's not a lot you can do unless you're just that much faster than the guy in front of you. Oh, Coleman got a good run. Is he going to be able to maintain it, though, going on the inside? That's where he can gain or lose it. He's side by side with Caleb Smith. Out of turn 4. You just can't get that car to rotate coming off the turn. But he has him at the line. That was the last lap. He'd have had 3rd. Caleb's got to run this thing hard into the turn. Keep him pinched down. That's another thing. Don't let him have the top side. Meanwhile, Evan Kinney's loving it. He's moved away 2 seconds. Going, fellas, battle. Do what you got to do. Wow, Coleman makes the pass. Smith falls to the 4th. Let's see if he can pull it up here and run down Evan Kinney. Meanwhile, behind him, Becker's there. Ghost. Well, he's got Brown all over him. Ghost has pulled it up to 6th. Ethan Brown right there behind him. Moyer. Jamie still just driving along here tonight. Heath Prince has now moved up to 10th as Chris Smith has dropped her back to 11th. 5 to go here tonight. Las Vegas style's been this man all night long. Well, most of the night anyways. Joshua Altice out front with a 6-second lead. I didn't think the 2-tire stop would work, but man, I tell you what, he has made a believer. And he'll stretch that lead over Evan Kinney, sitting right here in 2nd, who's got a pretty comfortable lead over the 3rd place man, Coleman. I have 1.9 seconds. And just the difference between how fast they're running, Coleman's not going to have enough time to run him down. McKinney's going to have to make a mistake. Altice coming around. Complete this lap. 3 more to go around this place. Big, huge 1.5 mile. So far, Altice, Kenny, Coleman, that's your top 3. And he's done what he needed to do. Coleman's right behind him. Caleb. Getting close. This time by white flag will be in the air for the Clean Racing League. And man, these guys have went from Browning Racing to Clean Racing and have definitely stepped it up. One more time for this man, Joshua Altice. Well, it's been a good race too. Strategic. And that's kind of what Las Vegas is, a strategic race. You're kind of running this track. Altice, Kenny, Coleman. As he crosses the line, Joshua Altice puts him in victory lane. Evan Kinney comes home in 2nd. And Evan Coleman comes home in 3rd. What a finish to the race here. Man, I love it. bring some of these guys up and get a word with them. Let's bring Evan down. Evan, join the booth. Got a copy?
Oh, I got you.
Man, I tell you what wild one here tonight. And I didn't think the two-tire stop would work, but it worked pretty good.
Yeah, to be honest, I never tried it in practice because the tire wear on the left side was worse than the right side. So I thought to myself, there's no way it would work. But apparently I was very wrong. A lot of guys made two tires work tonight.
No doubt about it. Well, this is always about a momentum style track here. Las Vegas, just unfortunate, but still came home in seconds. You got anybody you want to thank?
Just my teammates as always. Nate for always working on a great strategy, and then you for putting on a great broadcast.
There you go. That's Evan Kenny doing what he needs to do. Let's bring old Joshua down here. Joshua, Joy and Booth, got a copy?
M4, Joe, I got you.
Well, you was able to get out front. I said before, I was kind of like concerned on that two tires, but you made it work.
Yeah, man. It was crazy. I'm trying to get used to these next gen cars, man. They're so much different than anything I've ever driven before. And my teammate Rob Sherwood and I did a little practice this afternoon, and we were just kind of playing with different strategies. And we noticed the fall off didn't seem to be too much with four tires compared to two. And this card's, it's all about track position. It's just if you can get out front and get in clean air, and you can kind of run away. So had to work a little bit at the beginning, got by three guys there, and then just knew I had to keep the clean air as much as I could, and the two tires felt good on it.
No doubt about it. Put out in victory lane, big win tonight. Got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, as always, thank you, Joe, and OSR Network. Great to have you guys come back for another season here. Thanks to Nate and Kenny and everyone that runs this league. It's been really fun with the rebrand and working with Chris Smith and the Clean Racing Series, the Truck Series on Mondays, and then the Cup Series here on Thursday. So shout out to all those guys for making it happen, and shout out to my teammates, Rob Sherwood, Evan Coleman, and Ghost ran with us tonight. So unfortunately, Rob had a speeding penalty. I think he was going to be right there with me, and really good nights for Evan and Abram too. So good to see that. And last but not least, shout out to Sinvar Solar. If anyone in the Virginia area is tired of these crazy electric bills, paying way too much money, hit me up. I'll talk you through solar and show you how you can save a ton of money.
Well, there you go. Winner tonight, old Joshua Altice. He did what he needed to do. Put in victory lane with a two-tire stop. Man came home tonight. Evan Coleman up there in third. Haven't seen him up here yet, but if not, we'll catch him on the flip side next week. Man, what a race it was here tonight, though, at Las Vegas. Hope everybody enjoyed it. For myself and everybody here at the Clean Racing League, have a good weekend.